Today I've got a problem from Cambridge University's STEP exam. This is the admissions test you have to do if you want to study maths at Cambridge University. This is from one of their older papers. Let's have a look. It's given that x, y, and z are distinct non-zero and they satisfy x plus 1 over y equals y plus 1 over z equals z plus 1 over x. We want to show that x squared times y squared times z squared is 1 and that the value of x plus 1 over y is either 1 or minus 1. Let's dive in. Let's think about how we're going to get to this inequality here, this equation, sorry, here. Now, there's a few different approaches you can have. I'm just going to dive straight into the correct answer, but I do encourage you to pause this and have a go and think about how you can get to this. What we're going to do is look at these first two equations here, and I'm going to kind of put the integer bits or the whole numbery bits, even though x and y might not be whole numbers, on one side and the fractions on the other. So I get something like this. And now the crucial thing is I'm going to put this as y minus z over zy. So I get this nice little equation here, which if I rearrange it, I get z times y equals y minus z over x minus y, like so. I'm going to put a box around that, and I'm going to come back to that in a moment. Now I'm going to compare the second two equations and do a very similar thing. So I get y minus z equals 1 over x minus 1 over z. And again, if I cross multiply here, this is going to be z minus x over xz. And then if I rearrange this, I'm going to get xz equals z minus x over y minus z, like so. And finally, I'm going to compare the first and the last equations together and do the exact same thing. So x minus z equals 1 over x minus 1 over y, which is y minus x over xy. And again, rearranging that, I get xy equals y minus x over x minus z, like so. And so I get three equations here, and all I'm going to do is multiply the left sides together. And if I do that, I've got two x's on my left side, two y's, and two z's. And so that's going to give me my x squared, y squared, z squared. And on the right side, I've got y minus z over x minus y times z minus x over y minus z times y minus x over x minus z. And since these are all distinct, I don't have to worry about any of the denominators here being 0. And now notice we get some very, very nice cancellations. The y minus z cancels with that y minus z. X minus y cancels with the y minus x, leaving us with a factor of minus 1. And similarly, x minus z, z minus x gives us a factor of minus 1. And so that's minus 1 squared, which is 1. And so we get that x squared times y squared times z squared is 1. Now let's show that this result is true. So we now have that x squared, y squared, z squared is 1. So the obvious thing to do maybe there is square root it, and I get x, y, z is equal to plus or minus 1. And now we want to show that x plus 1 over y is either plus 1 or minus 1. So it probably is the case that when x, y, z is 1, x plus 1 over y is one of these values. And when x, y, z is minus 1, it's the other of these two values. So I'm just going to split this into two cases. Case 1, x, y, z equals 1. And we want to show that x plus 1 over y is either 1 or minus 1. Well, we know that x plus 1 over y is y plus 1 over z. But if x, y, z is 1, then z is going to be 1 over x, y. And so 1 over z will just be y plus xy, like so. Great. Okay, so now we want to take this bit and see what we can do with that. Well, we were trying to get x plus 1 over y from this, but maybe we can rearrange and simplify. Let me first make x the subject of the formula here. So x minus xy equals y minus 1 over y. And if I factor out the x, I get something like this. Okay, great. Let's just divide both sides by 1 minus y. So x is y squared minus 1 over y times 1 minus y. Just dividing both sides by 1 minus y there and kind of making it all into one nice fraction. And now we can see there's going to be a nice cancellation on the top because that's the difference of two squares, like so. And so I'm going to be left with minus y minus 1 over y, like so. Okay, great. And now the idea here is that this thing here is just minus 1 over y. And so if I add 1 over y to both sides, out pops the result that x plus 1 over y equals minus 1. So in this case where x, y, z is 1, you get x plus 1 over y is minus 1. And in fact, the other case is basically identical, just with some negative signs in there. X, y, z will be minus 1 in case 2, and out will pop x plus 1 over y equals 1. But I'm not going to go through the details of that. I'll leave that as a little exercise for you. But a pretty nice step problem. You can easily spend some time on this with this first part, especially trying to show that x squared, y squared, z squared is 1. You might think of multiplying some of these equations together or just doing various things with this, maybe trying to use some sort of inequality. But actually, you just have to subtract them. But that's not obvious, and that's all part of the exploration. So obviously, I've just shown you the solution, but a part of the step problem is the exploration that you do along the way, which is why I always encourage you to pause the videos and have a go at the problems yourself. But hopefully you've enjoyed that. A little bit different to a normal step problem because there aren't any parts to this, apart from maybe you could say that this is part one, this is part two, but there's not really much depth or many clues to this problem, which makes it kind of interesting. But that being said, when there aren't clues, you kind of make the clues yourself. The clues are to explore. That's the thing you can always do with these problems is explore, try various methods, see which works. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.